Hello creative designers, and welcome on to this tutorial. My name is Peter, and on to this tutorial you're just going to see how we can create a variable product. The product we're going to create it to have a variation, and for the purpose of this tutorial, the one you're going to create it to have a variation for colors and to have a variation for size. And what does it mean? That once you have just added this, only this should be available for only this size. Once the customer will just select this, you'll be able to select the size, and even every size we have it's different pricing, and once you select another size it will have a different pricing also. And you can see others have been deactivated, and once customer creates there and select another shoe, you can see this shoe is only available for only this size, and only on click on that it will have its own pricing also. So, and once they have customer decide to add it on the cart, and the customer views the cart, he will be able to see all the product. It is from one product that you have just created, but the product will have different pricing and different size here. It will even specify these are sports shoe, black strip to these are another variation, a variation for color, and we have a variation for size, and customer can even add different quantity for each product. And after all, customer, it will have a different pricing here, and customer only need to do is proceed to the checkout. That's a variable product that we're going to create today. I'll show you how to add the attributes, and I also show you how you can use them in your e-commerce website. And without further ado, let's just get into action and I'll show you how. If you're new here, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. We do content related to WordPress. You can check on my other tutorials that I have just uploaded in this YouTube. So the first thing we need to do, we need to get to the dashboard, and on the dashboard menu, scroll to where you have the plugin on offer. We have these three options. We need to install a free plugin for us to be able to add the variation. So on the plugin repository, we need to search for plugin. The plugin is called variation search. On search, there's so many that are available here. You can just check them out, but the one we're going to use in this tutorial is called variation searches for WooCommerce. It's from Emran Ahmed. You can see it has more than 200,000 active installation, and out of 558 people who have deleted this plugin has given it 5 stars. So we need to install the plugin. The other feature you need to check out is the last update, and you can also check if it's compatible with your WordPress version. If it's not compatible, it will just highlight here and tell you this version is not compatible with your WordPress, and you have to just select either update your WordPress, or you can change the plugin and use another one. And after successful installation of the plugin, we need to activate the plugin. With that, even if you go to a product, let me just check. I select this product here, and I can even view it. You can see how it look like. It seems different, but it doesn't have that the variation and even the attribute. So what we need to do, we need to get back here, and this is the introductory of the plugin. We need to start. This is the dashboard for the plugin. We need to set up some few things here. The first one was the tutorial. Just leave it alone and select the simple one, because we need to set up some few things before we work with the plugin. The reason why I added a plugin is that we need some more features, and some more good features like this one. Let me just go back to the product and I'll show you. We needed something beautiful like this one. You can see the variation here is for color, and someone can be able to see even the image. I'll show you even how you can add a button with a color, and even button with the size, and even button with an image here. I'll show you all that, how you can be able to add them. So that's the reason why we added the plugin. You can have all this, but it will just never look good when you just have it. So the first thing we just need to do, we need to go to set up the visual section. The visual section is this one that is visible to us. So what you just need to do is you need to enable the tooltips. You just enable that one. Most of the time these are enabled by default. Just leave them the way they are, and the other thing you can just set up is the shape style. The one I'm using is rounded one, but if you need to use the square one, you can just select this one, but I would wish also to continue with the rounded one, and I just leave this as convert this one. The default drop down will just be converted. If you just take this one, you have almost the same with the default one, but I want to use the one that look like this one. So I just save the changes. After that, I select to advance, and here I have now the clear or deselect button. What does this mean is that once customer select this one, he'll have this button to clear, and once the customer clicks that, he can be able to select another product. I want to add that button, so I just take this one, and the variation threshold, let's remain at 30, and there are some new features they have added. What that this mean is that when you just select this one on the cart page, it will just highlight this is just a sport shoe, and the variation you just selected is a black with white stripe and size 40. That's what that means. So you need to take this one if you want them to see the variation on the cart page. The other thing is the variation label separator. We have it here. When you just we have this one here, a variation separator. This one you can use your custom one, and you see there we have two. The one we have is two here. Yeah, the one we have in here is this one. You can use the custom one. Attribute behavior. What does that mean is that once the customer is not selected to look like this, but once customer make a decision and say he want to view for this one, this one has been blurred and this one has been blurred, and once he select another one, this one has been blurred and this with a cross, and that means that this shoe is not available in these two sizes. If we select this one and the shoe is available for all these, it will not be able to see the blurred image or the star image. But once you select this, you can be able to see you don't have it on this size. So that's what it means. So I want to have blurred with a cross. You can have blurred without a cross, but I want them to see blurred with a cross. The other one is attribute image size. I want it to be 50 by 50, but depending on how you just want to customize, you can select the one you use, but 50 by 50 is the one I always see optimal and good to use. The other thing is now the width. I want to have 30 pixel by 30, and the font size I want to have 60 pixel. I just leave other things the way they are. From there, now we go to the performance. If you want to increase your page speed score, you can just click this one. It will help in the caching of the website. So from there, all the features are pro features, and you can see most of them are pro features, and they have the tutorial, but you don't have to worry about that because I'm taking through the step on how to get it done. So from there, now we need to convert this product here to a variable product. If you don't know how to create a variable product, all you just need to do is you go to the product and you add a new product, and you just need to add the image and the description. When you just come to here to product data, select variable product. But now how can you change the one that the other procedure will remain the same from here? So once you select the variable product, all other procedures remain the same unless you now go to variation and attribute. But before you proceed to that section, let's first of all see how we can be able to add those attribute and variation. So we select on the product, we need to select attribute. We need now to add the attribute. The first one, like here, is attribute is color, and we have another attribute for size. So we need to add the first one is color, and I also add the slug is color, and here I want to enable in archives. And the type, what type do you want? Is it an image? Let's first of all add a color here, and I also custom ordering. I want to use custom ordering, and I add an attribute. What does that mean? We have just added the first one, which is color, and I also want to show you how to add the image, and we're also going to add a size. So from there, go back here and we add image like that. You may have most of the products that look the same and you want them to be specific. So I just come here, I just copy and I add the slug here, and I enable archive type. I want to have an image. Custom ordering, I want to have sort order, I want to have custom ordering, and I add the attribute. But you add them, you can see now we have it, and you can see even the slug. And the type is color and fabric. Everyone can be able to see it. Custom ordering, order by, but we need to set up some terms. I'll show you how to add them. So let's add our last one here, which is size. I want to show you all of them. So I need to add size here, and I want to copy that. I want to add it as slug. I enable on archive and select as button. The first one we added color, and the second one we have added an image, and the other one, the last one is the button, and I want to have them as custom ordering. It doesn't affect much. Now we have added all of them. Now we need to set up here which color are available and type of images and all that. So we need to set up from the first one. So you all just need to do now to configure the terms. We just now click here to configure and add the available colors. So click here. The first one we have, this is the same product. I'm just going to update. So we have black striped, black with striped lead, black with straight. Okay, so we have now black. We can have black mixed lead. So you can have black with lead. We are going to have black, and the other one, the slug, is black here. And I also want to say it's black in color like that, and I select here is black, and I add the new color. You'll be able to see once we have just added it, it will just be here. So the second one you're going to use is lead, and I add a slug for red, and I say red in color. So I just come here and select red, and you can adjust here depending on how it look like, or else you can search for a color code chart and you just copy the code and you paste it here. Just be there for you. It will work also well for you. So the last one you're going to have is white. So I need to add white here, and the color slug is white, and let's say white in color. I was like, this doesn't affect much, but it's good to just give an explanation. So I select the color as white here, and I add new. So now we have added our three colors which we have here. We have black, white, and all that. Let's now add some image. Let's add some images. So I just come back here and I go back to attributes here. Once you go now to attribute, you'll be able to see this the color we have now configured, and you can see the terms are now available. So let's now set some images here, because we need to be some specific. Like if someone select black, there are two blacks here, so we need the black with stripe and with red stripe, and we have the black with white stripe. So I just need to be specific on that. So I say black with white stripe. So I also add the slug, and I also add the description. The other thing you need to do is you have the images ready. So because we are going to include them, so I have black with white stripe and I update here. So with me adding it here, you'll be able to see that show. It will just be like this one. It will show here. So we need to get back and we add there. So the other one is black with red stripe, and I copy this one and I paste, and this will help. Maybe you can light, maybe. And let me just first of all finish this and I can explain to you. So I just add white with red stripe there, and I add a new images, and you can find is add. What that means is that you can have maybe different TVs, like maybe for specific brand. I don't want to be much specific, but you can have something like Sony and you have Samsung, but they're the same thing. And you have or you can have maybe Sony that's 2-inch, the 42-inch, 48 or 50-inch. I don't know much about the sizes, but I know it looks like that. The other thing, you can have digital, Android, and you can have even smart. You can add all of them and you can include that features here. So let's now get back here, and we are now LED with white stripe. Is it white with LED? Yeah. So I just come here, I copy this one, I paste it, and I select it here. So I have it here and I use it here and I update it here. So from there we need to add our last one, which is white with black stripe. So white with black stripe like that, and I just copy this one and I paste it all of that, and I just need to add the image here. So I just select there and I use it and I add. So with that, you have now managed to add the attribute for colors for the images. So once I refresh here, so yeah, I have it here. So I need to go back to attribute, and you can see now we have done for the images. Let's now go for the size here. So we need to add all the sizes. So I did say maybe 32, 30. I enable on archive, not attribute. Sorry for that. We need to go to the size and need to configure the terms, how to add the attribute. So I say 30. And I add the size for 30. And if it's 30 inch, you just need to be specific and add 30 inch to work for that. And here I add 30. Show size 30. I just be specific and I say size 30. So I just copy that for the purpose of adding another one. So I add now size 41 and I add size 41 and I say a size 41 like that. I want to only have 3 sizes here. You can add more depending on how or the breakdown you do have. So I have number 37. I have 37 also here, and I have shoe number 37, and after that I add that. So we are done now with setting all of the thing you just need for the purpose of the tutorial. We have the variation, we have the attribute for color, we have the attribute for image, we have attribute for size. So what you just need to do is we now set up all these attribute to a product. So you just go to the dashboard and go to the products. You can select our product. If you have a specific product you just want to convert to attribute to a variable product, just click edit here. The thing you just need to do is you fill in the name and fill in the description and product data here. Select a variable product. So after that you need to set up is a variable product. So I just open here, it just closed by mistake. So we start with inventory. You need to say it's a super sport shoe. You can just add it SKU. Manage stock. You can add a stock variable. You can, let me say something like 15. Do you want to allow back orders? Back orders, that means that one can book the shoe before it is just arrived, and once it arrives, you can fulfill the delivery. From there, what is the raw stock threshold? Let me just use 2. And you want to sell it individually. That means that it can only be added into the cart. Nothing else can be added to the cart. So it will depend on how you have managed your shipping and all that. We have the shipping. You need to set up the shipping. You have the linked product. You can link this product to another product. So once now you are in the attribute, what you just need to do is click on this drop down. We have the attribute here, the one you just created. We have the one for the color, image, and size. So the one you're just going to use is the color, and once you click on color, click to add to make it usable. So the other thing you just need to do is select use for variation. Yes, select. If you click here, you'll be able to see all those attributes you just created. So I'm not going to add of them one by one. Oh yes, you can just select the one you just want to use. If you don't have maybe a white one, you can just decide to use, but on this tutorial we are just going to use all of that. Others, you can use this button to just select all and add all. So from there, we need to add the one attribute for image. Click add. So remember to take this button here, select all, and save the changes. And from there, we add our last one, which is size. Click add here, and remember to take this one, and you can select from here, or else I just click here and I have it. Once we have now added all of them here, we'll be able now to see all those features in the variation. So you can see we have all of them here now. You can decide to remove them, or you can decide to just add them here. So, but I'm just going to use the first one we have just here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Depending on the variation, we have just created an attribute. You can decide to remove if you don't want to use it. But let's start with the first one. The first one is going to have the black one, a black shoe, and the image is black with red stripe, and the size is number 30, or you can say it will be available and in all sizes here. You can just select any size like that, and once you're done, click on this button here. It will just open this file here. So you find most of the time like this one, and just click here. Remember, it's a black with, is it a red stripe or white stripe, so we don't miss out with red stripe. So just click here and select the one with red stripe, and with that we have it. Remember to add the pricing, and after that you can add the weight, description for that, and even you can add manage stock. You can add how many stock are available for that, and after that you save the changes. Once you're done, now we select the black shoe, because we have black with white stripe and black with red stripe. So just select here black with red. You can add the one we added is with any size. So we have now black with white stripe, but this one we want to have it as number 30. And after you're done with that, click here, and remember to add your price in here. And if it is on sale, you can add your sale price, and after that you can add so many description on that. You can even add the stocks here, say this is 2, and you save the changes. We have not added the image, sorry for that. So click here, remember to is black with white stripe, and we set the variation. So we save the changes from there. So after that, now we can have a black shoe, another size. So I come to black, and I say is the image is with white stripe but a different size, which is number 37. You can have, for this product, you can have as many variation as you could, but be specific. If you have black and say black with white stripe, this white black with black stripe but number 37. And that is it. You come back here and you say black with white stripe, and I save the changes. You need to add the image, the size, the pricing. We need to get back here and we add the pricing here. Black with white stripe number 37 here. I see 150 here, and I save the changes. So from there, now we go to this one here, and we say we have a red shoe and an image, but we do have a red shoe with white stripe because that's the one we have, and you can say you have it on number 41, and you save the changes. Let's see how now we can add another variation. So we can add another one here. Just click add another variation. And now we have here white and the white with black stripe and the image. For this one, we need to set up here white with black stripe. Here we set the pricing. We say maybe it's 110 in stock, and you can add some description and percentage shipping class and all that if you do have them. So we go back here. For this one, we never had set, so it's a black, it's a red with white stripe, and we add the pricing here. And with that, now we scroll, you have all the images here and you have the category here, and you just need to do is update. After now you update, you can just click here. Remember, we had it looking like this one, like this way, and now we have it like this. You can see we have the variation for color, variation for image, and variation for size. Let's see how it works. If we just select red, we have now the red shoe, which is available on number 41. And how many quantity do you need? Customer just need to do is click add to cart. If customer is done with that, can click here clear and click black. And remember, you have black with red stripe, black with white stripe. He will be able to select like that, and if you select this one, you can see this one is available on all sizes, but if you select this one, it's available on these two sizes. So customer need to select on that and add to cart. So if customer decide now he want to have this black shoe also with a white stripe, you will be able to select the size here and add. You can see even the different pricing and how many are available in stock, and can be able to add. So from there, if customer decide to have a white shoe, you'll be able to see is only available on this size, and you can see how many are available in stock, and you can see it has different sizes, and customer just need to do is click add to cart. So on coming back to view the cart, customer will have different, and you can see is a sports shoe and the color is red, and it has its image, it will have red with white stripe, and you have it on size number 41. If customer decide to have this black one, you can be able to be a specific match on black color, black with white stripe, and the size. You can see different pricing here and different in quantity and even their total value here. And the other thing customer just need to do is click proceed to checkout and purchase the product. We have managed to change this product to make it to a variable product, the one we have just created in this tutorial. I hope the tutorial was of much benefit to you, and I hope you have learned something out of this tutorial. If you really did, hit the thumbs up for this tutorial, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. We do much tutorial related to WordPress. You can check on other tutorials available on my YouTube channel. Until next time, thank you.